We're joined by Liu Zhiqin, Senior Fellow of the Chongyang Institute for Financial Studies at Renmin University of China. Well, thank you for your time, Ms. Liu. So China's manufacturing PMI unexpectedly contracted in April. Can you share your thoughts on what might have caused this slowdown?
I think this figure is not surprising us because we have seen already some scenario in the last 3 months that the uncertainties and the challenges facing the manufacturing field, because some external problem also caused this such slowdown. First, I think the orders from outside has really sharply decreased, as I know that from some exporter and the manufacturer factories that they have less 30% or more than 30% the orders from the free or from the earlier the buyers or customers. So this is I think the major reason. Of course, they have some other reason. For instance, the raw material price is still in turbulence, and also the demand side, especially the demand side is getting weak, not as high as we expected. So these two reasons are the main cause of the slowdown of the PMI in April. But I think we still have chance and have more channels to reiterate this new efforts to boost the rise of the PMI in the time to come.
And Ms. Liu, on a related note, non-manufacturing PMI in April recorded an increase. Can you tell us more about this trend?
Yes, I should say that this is a very important signal. I want to remind you that once important things that 4 days ago or several days ago that Political Bureau has a meeting. In this meeting, the one point is stressed very strongly and very rare. That means in the earlier meeting, they have never or very seldom mentioned in this way. In this meeting, that the vitality of the company is very low. We should make more efforts to restore the vitality of the companies and increase the confidence. As I know, the vitality of the companies are so low that has never so addressed during such important meeting. This conclusion is after the full and comprehensive investigations of the market. So I think this is the major reason, and behind it we can see the figures even in the non-manufacturing sections also a slowdown and dropped a little bit compared with the last month. But of course, there's some areas also have increased in the non-manufacturing index. For instance, this transportation, the aviation, and hotel accommodation, catering, or such things. They have already a good booming index over 60%. But all the others, for instance, constructions and the real estate and other non-manufacturing PMI dropped down because of this still, as we mentioned, that the demand side is getting weak, is not strong. So the confidence should be restored, enthusiasm should be rebuilt, and we hope that all this whole picture of this supply chain and demand chain could be well coordinated in the time.
Meanwhile, Ms. Liu, some experts are concerned that current economic improvement may only be temporary. In your view, what steps can be taken to sustain this momentum and ensure long-term growth?
Yes, I fully support this. Experts have such always optimistic forecast, because optimism is a very important factor to boost the economy. But we should be more realistic, that we should be more in the reality what the real difficulties and the problems we are facing, and find the right solutions and the policies to support the further recovery of the economy. So I mean that in the future, from central government, we should still deepen the reform and open up in the market direction, because of the market access is still has a very huge space that to be reformed. And the second, the financial policy should be really rooted for the financing demands in the fundamental companies. What are the fundamental companies? That those are really doing retails and small productions and small entities, and as we mentioned, SME, they need a lot of real support from the financing sections. So by doing so, I think in the future, China's economic overall picture could be well improved, but more efforts we need. We should really recognize what difficulties we are having, and then we can find the right solution and the right policy to support how to fulfill our mission. Otherwise, we will have more uncertainties and challenges.
And the small and medium-sized enterprises definitely deserves additional attention. Well, thank you for your analysis. That was Liu Zhiqin, Senior Fellow of the Chongyang Institute for Financial Studies at the Renmin University of China. And next, we turn to China.